Hey kids, Oyster Jim here on the Wild Pacific Trail. There's an ancient art form from Japan called bonsai, where they take plants and they water them just a little bit, feed them just a little bit, and they have these little tools and they trim them and they make these ornate shapes. And they might be 100 or 150 years old, but these trees are only this tall and they're really shaped wonderfully. Well, out here on the Wild Pacific Trail, nature does that for us. There'll be a little seed that comes down out of these big trees. Same trees, except they get hung up in a crack in the rocks here. And they don't get much water, and they don't get shelter from the wind. They're just exposed to the raging wind out here. And as a result, it makes these wonderful little trees. I'm going to show you West Coast bonsai, natural bonsai. Look at this guy here. Isn't he gorgeous? Look at the size of the base of that tree. And he grows up, and he could be a couple hundred years old. And actually, for as long as I've been coming here, which is more than 30 years, he's looked just like this. This is one of my favorite trees. That's natural bonsai. And I've got some really beauties to show you. Let me show you one over here. So here's two more. Look at these. Small, not much growth, but he's hanging on. He chose this crack, and for 90 to 120 days during the summer and the fall, he won't get any moisture to speak of. And that keeps him small like this. He could be 100 years old or more. And look at this little guy right here. Look at him, this great big trunk and just this little bit of leaf and all this dead stuff. He's hanging on. But I've got one that wraps around a rock over here I've got to show you. Let's go over here. All right. Now at your house and everywhere else, trees grow up, right? But not here, not the bonsai trees of the West Coast. Look at this guy here. Look at this trunk. Is that a tortured trunk or what? Isn't that gorgeous? And look at this guy. Because of the wind rages through here. So much so that this tree is growing over the rock and down the other side. Is that neat or what? And right here's a little buddy right beside him. Look at this little guy. He's keeping his head down because the wind comes over this rock, and he'll grow right on down in there eventually. Isn't that cool? I've got one that's even better. Let's go over here. Okay, and in the world of the West Coast natural bonsai, this has got to be one of the best. The trunk of this tree starts clear up here at the back of this bush, and this is the trunk. And it grows down, and the only place it could find out of the wind here so it could grow was coming right down and getting right in here and hiding behind the rock. So when the wind screeches down this rock here, the rock pushes the wind up, and it allows this tree to thrive right down in here. And for a lot of the bonsai trees, this is pretty big. But it's very beautiful, and it's hidden right down in this rock. And it's not only the living ones that are nice out here. I want to show you the last one is one that didn't make it, but yet still has beauty for us. Let's go this way. And this is what I was talking about. Even the dead ones are great scenery. Look at this old soldier here. He was born in a salt marsh. That's what this is. And every year when the storms rage and the waves come over the rocks here, it just floods this area with salt water. And this old guy lived for so many years, and then finally couldn't handle the salt anymore and it killed him. But it's still a gorgeous tree. Look at that. And all of this is available for viewing if you come out here to the Wild Pacific Trail. So look for more of my videos, and we'll be exploring the Wild Pacific Trail, you and I. See you now. Bye.